back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're brand new. I am so extremely excited for this video. It's about time that Pat McGrath dropped another palette, and this is just the most beautiful color scheme, and I'm so excited to show you guys how I created this eye look and all my details on this palette. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell and give this video a thumbs up. I post every Tuesday and Friday, but I also post a lot more during the week. Be sure to follow my social medias up here. I post a lot of selfies and Instagram content, and I love showing you guys some more content and behind the scenes of my life over there. I feel like I'm gonna get questions on my hoodie because I get questions on my hoodie every time I wear it in a video. So if you guys want this Glossier hoodie, I will leave it linked down below. I'm wearing a size large because I wanted it to be oversized, but I would have been able to fit a medium for reference. All right, if you guys want to hear more on this palette and my final thoughts and how I created this look, then let's go ahead and get started. So in today's video, we're reviewing the Mothership Divine Rose 2 palette. This dropped from Pat McGrath, I think last week, and I picked it up on her website. I actually picked it up in a bundle, so I was able to get the Divine Rose 2 as well as the Divine Rose 1. I thought this was just an amazing deal. You save at least 30 bucks when you end up doing that. And she had an extra 10% off her website. So all around, I think I saved like $75, which was absolutely amazing for 2 palettes. Like, you can't beat that. As most of you guys know, Pat McGrath palettes do have a little bit of a hefty price on them, but they're so worth it. So this palette does retail for $125. Although if you do get on her website and you get the 10% off, it is cheaper. You also get 10 pans in here. She came out with other things for this collection, like lip products and stuff like that, but I already had a good amount of lip products, so I thought I would just skip out on that. So we're strictly reviewing the palette in today's video. Right now it is out of stock on Pat McGrath's website, but you guys can get it on Sephora on the 15th of June, or you can wait for it to come back in stock on Pat McGrath's website, which might be your best bet because the packaging is different than the ones that you get from Sephora. So if you guys are gonna order it from Sephora, it's in straight up just black packaging. But if you guys get it from Pat McGrath's website, it's this beautiful rose gold with a mirrored effect, and it's so fun and so different. So I personally would wait for it to come back in stock on her website just because I love packaging, and I think the packaging is really cool and different than all of her other palettes. If you guys are impatient for that, because I don't know how long it's going to be until she restocks, then I would just go ahead and pick it up on the Sephora website on the 15th of June. So the packaging for this palette is obviously beautiful. The artwork is always super beautiful on her palettes, so I love it. I think it's so bougie and just like gold and fun and just like super dramatic, and I'm obsessed with it. When you open it and you take the palette out of the box, it actually does have the shades back here. So if this is something you guys want to keep and put it inside your palette, I'm sure you can do that, but that is just for reference if you guys want to know the colors and the names and stuff like that. Okay, and moving on to the actual palette, it is so gorgeous on the inside. When I first saw this palette on Trend Mood, I was like, the first color I really noticed was this one down here, and it is a tri-tone color, so it shifts into 3 shades. The name of it is VR Sextra Terrestrial. I think I'm saying that correctly, but it is such an insane shade. Obviously, there have been many brands who have done like the tri-tone colors before. I've had palettes from more of like indie brands that have done it before, so she's not the first, but I feel like if I was waiting for any sort of brand to do it, it would be Pat McGrath or like Natasha Denona or something like that. But she nailed it, because let me just say I have it on my eyes right now, and I'm quite obsessed with the way it turned out. I love this shade so much. So in here you have a beautiful array of colors. They're super bright and super fun, but you can also create a really nice and deep, rich look. Naked Blush is a gorgeous shade to just pop in your crease to start off your eye look. I feel like it'd even be pretty like as a blush because it's called Naked Blush, but I don't know, I feel like it's like so pigmented I might be a little bit scared to put it on my face, but I think it's really pretty. Just the colors in here are absolutely beautiful, super different, and I would honestly just say they're mesmerizing. Like, when you look at this palette, I just don't know how someone can be like, oh, that's not pretty. I don't know. That's just me. I just think they're so pretty, and it's just very different. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to swatches so you guys can get a full look at all these colors. So here on the first row, we have the shade Skin Show Rose Opal, which is a really nice shade. It has a really good base and it reflects pink. Next up, we have Naked Blush, which is a beautiful rosy transition shade. Next up, we have Eleganza, which actually looks darker in the pan than it translates on the eye. It actually looks like a true rose gold with a beautiful silver shift once it's swatched and on the eye. Next up, we have Bronze Rose 005, which is that perfect bronze shade to really brighten up your eye look. It's a different sort of formula as well. And then the last shade in that row, we have Gold Lust 001, which is that perfect yellow gold that is just so beautiful and really hard to find one that isn't too green. Okay, and on to the second row, we have Extreme Burgundy, which I had a little bit trouble swatching. It actually ended up patching up a little, so I was a little scared to put it on my eyes today. Next shade we have is Rose Seduction. It looks super similar to Eleganza. but it's different because it has a little bit of a darker base, and when you swatch them side by side, they are totally different. I would say that Rose Seduction is more of a darker shade of Eleganza, but they're both really pretty and they're different enough to be in the same palette. Next up, we have that VR Sextra Terrestrial shade, which is obviously my favorite color in this palette. It's so unique and so different, and she really nailed it on this shade. It does provide a lot of depth to your eye. Some points it's going to look really green, some points it's going to look more gold, and then some points it's going to look more of like a pink purple. It's absolutely so beautiful. And then I would say my second favorite shade in this palette is the Astral Pink Moon, which is the very last shade. I love this for the inner corner of the eye. It's a really nice like light formula. I forgot the name of this exact formula, but it is so beautiful, and it's just like a beautiful topper type of formula. So yeah, those are all the shades in this palette. So beautiful. And now let's get on to this eye look and how I created it. So first thing I'm going to do is go in with the P. Louise eyeshadow base in the shade 01 Rumor. Just going to take a little bit of this on my eye. First shade I'm dipping into is Naked Blush. Just going to start by putting this in the crease. This is a really beautiful transition shade. Going in with the same brush, I'm going to tap into Extreme Burgundy and deepen up my outer corner. I'm going to be super careful with the shade because I'm scared if it's going to be patchy, but I just really want to shape the outer area and provide some darkness and depth. Like I was saying, it did swatch a little bit weird for me, a little bit patchy, but I don't know if it's going to be like that way on the eye. It all just depends on the way you apply it and stuff. So we're just going to work with it and see what happens. I'm really just focusing it out here on this outer corner. I'm going in with a little bit more so I can get a little bit more depth. So far, so good. Nothing patchy. I do have like this little area I just need to blend out, but it's not patchy at all. The way I like to work with dark shades is to tap them on and then end up blending out in that exact spot that I tapped them on with. Okay, so I think we have it pretty even for both eyes. So for the shimmer on the eye, I want to dip into this shade. As you guys can see, it's a little bit more green right there. It all just depends on the way you turn the color. I love how it's tri-toned. I think that's so cool. There it is on my finger. So you see it's like more purpley, and then like this way it can be like more green. It's so cool. Oh my gosh. I'm just taking this on my finger and I'm just going to go right here on the middle of the eye and inwards. Wow, that shade is so cool. It definitely adds a lot of depth to your eyes because of just the way it turns and stuff. So that is something to keep in mind, to maybe not darken your outer corner as much if you know you're going to use this shade. But I actually think it looks really great. I have a little bit of fallout on my cheek, so I'm just going to kind of try and sweep that away. I just can't get over how cool that is. Like, I love the shade shift in it. Okay, so that is what it's looking like so far. Moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with Naked Blush. Sweep this from outer corner to inner corner. Next up, I'm taking Extreme Burgundy just in this outer part of my eye. I'm going to take Astral Pink Moon and take it on this pencil brush and put it on the inner corner of my eye and my brow bone. Oh my goodness, that shade is stunning for an inner corner highlight. I feel like it'd even be pretty on the face. I'm going to go apply mascara and I'll be right back. And yeah, so here's the final look on the eyeshadow. I love how it turned out. I have green eyes, so personally for me, that tri-tone color really emphasizes the color of my eyes. It's super complimentary the way it just changes colors. It mainly changes the color at the edge of the eye. It's so cool. Like, I can't stop staring at it. It is just, it's beautiful. It's really unique. I feel like I'm gonna get questions on my lips and what I'm wearing, so I'm just wearing a Patrick Ta Is She Younger Than Me little rose gold sort of lip. I thought it went super well with this look. So there is one shade in here that is not considered eye safe. I forgot which one it is, so I'm gonna say it's this hot pink down here, so it's gonna leave a little bit of staining on your eyelid, but that is pretty much normal. I would just say use an eyeshadow base and make sure you have a really good oil like makeup remover to help remove it. Personally, I feel like that's a lot of eyeshadow palettes, so it's not really considered an eyeshadow palette, but I would say it is. But it's just like a pressed pigment, so it's gonna leave a little bit more of a shade on your eye. I'm gonna show you guys both side by side so you guys can decide which one you want to get. So this is the Rose 2 palette with that beautiful packaging, and then I actually think I like this one more. This is the Divine Rose 1, and it's this bubblegum pink packaging from her website. Obviously, this is not sold on Sephora, so if you guys want the fun, different packaging, definitely get on her website, wait for it to restock. And here is what the first edition looks like. As you can see, comparing it to the other one, which I'm gonna do right now, they are super, super different. They definitely complement each other very well. If you guys like more of a rose, but like light tones and not too crazy with the hot pinks, obviously go for the first edition. But if you guys like to amp it up a little and you like more crazy colors, which is personally what I would go for, I would personally go for this one. But you do have both. They're different enough to keep both in your collection. This one does have those more pops of like, you know, fun bright colors, and this one is more of your neutral sort of rose palette. The formula in both of these are top notch. I think it's a perfect addition for the sister of this palette. She did really good on making them look cohesive together and not too similar, but different enough to where, you know, they will complement each other on the eye. My final thoughts on this palette is a 10 out of 10. I'm really impressed with it. I think it's absolutely so beautiful. It's a very unique palette, and Pat McGrath's formula is always just so impeccable and so unique. So I tend to recommend this palette if you guys are, you know, interested in picking it up and you're thinking about it, you don't really know if you should. I definitely recommend you should. You can obviously, like I said, wait for her to restock on her website so you guys can get the fun packaging, or you guys can wait for it to drop on Sephora on the 15th of this month. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was so fun. I loved the look I created with it. It was just a blast. I hope I see you guys in my very next video. I love you guys so much, and I will link, like I said, this hoodie down below as well as this lippy. And if these are available in singles, which I'm not sure if they are, I'm gonna have to check the website, or in the bundle, I will still link these down below for you guys. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my very next video. Mwah. Bye guys.